Oh my God. 6, 7.
Alright, Monday, December 8th, 2025, 6:02 p.m. We'll call this meeting to order. Start off with the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Reagan and Maddie Adams, and I have Ethan and Innocent Bates.
All right, Mr. Marino, can you say opening prayer, please?
Before you with grateful hearts, thankful for all your blessings and the abundant favor you continue to pour over our schools. Thank you for the incredible staff, dedicated leaders, gifted teachers, and wonderful students and families who make up this community. We recognize that every good thing we enjoy is a blessing from your hand. Lord, we thank you for the safety and protection you have provided, watching over our campuses, our classrooms, and every person who walks through our doors. As we gather here today, we ask that you open our eyes and ears to your wisdom. Grant us discernment in every decision that we make. Help us to lead with integrity, compassion, and clarity, seeking the good of all entrusted to our care. Let your guidance be present in our discussions, and your peace rest on our thoughts. We entrust this meeting and our school community to you, grateful for your continual presence with us. In your holy name we pray.
Amen. Thank you, sir. All right, roll call, start on Ms. Corson.
Nicole Corson, board member. Regina Peter, board member.
Ray Watson, Secretary.
Charles Guzan, President.
Jason Sneed, Vice President.
Amy Hoffman, board member.
Adrian Marino.
All right, everyone's present, that establishes a quorum. We have public comment. All right, so, for a public comment, I'm sorry to read this. During board meetings each month, the Whitney ISD Board of Trustees schedules public comment. This is an opportunity for residents of the district, parents, employees, and other individuals to participate openly in board meetings. There's a time limit. Each person is limited to a 3-minute presentation. Acceptable comments. In addition to public comment, individuals will be allowed to comment on agenda items. These comments will also be limited to 3 minutes. Any direct criticism of a specific employee is prohibited and will be considered separately as provided in board policy. Board response. Trustees will not deliberate or make decisions about information provided in public comment. The item may be passed on to district administrators or placed on the agenda for consideration at a future board meeting. And we have today Ms. Megan Stewart, public comment.
Do I just stand right here?
Yeah,
Yes, that's fine.
Megan, I'll give you a 2 minutes, a 1, and then a 30-second one.
Perfect, okay. Good evening, my name is Megan Stewart, and I am here today as a parent of a student in this district. I want to share information about an incident involving my child, along with concerns that arise from documented events. I will only be describing what I personally witnessed, what my child reported, and what has been formally recorded by law enforcement or within school documentation. Recently, an incident occurred at my child's school in which my child was physically handled by a staff member. I was not notified at the time of the incident occurred. I later learned of the situation through the school communication and through a police report that was generated after officers reviewed the available evidence. According to the records provided to me, a citation was issued by law enforcement. I am not drawing any conclusions beyond what is stated in those records. I am simply acknowledging their existence. My child has an active 504 plan. this plan outlines specific accommodations and procedures related to behavioral support. The district told Whitney Police Department that my son does not have any accommodations. That statement was false. I recognize that the schools face difficult situations, and I understand that staff may sometimes have to make quick decisions. However, when a 504 plan exists, it is a legally required document, and it guides how a child's needs must be addressed. My concerns about the systems, training, communication, and oversight that determine how incidents are handled. When I received information after the fact, especially information involving physical contact with my child, it raises questions and notification procedures and whether proper steps were followed. I am asking this board to not assign blame. What I am requesting is first that the district review this incident through the appropriate internal processes using actual documentation and evidence so that any issue can be identified and corrected. Second, that staff be consistently trained on 504 compliance, de-escalation practices, and reporting protocols so that future incidents, whether it's involving my child or another student, are handled in a way that aligns with both legal requirements and district policies. Thirdly, that the district strengthens parent notification procedures so that families receive timely and accurate information whether a physical incident occurs. My goal is not confrontation. My goal is clarity, safety, and the best possible learning environment for my child and for all students. I'm relying on this district to ensure that policies are followed, training is reinforced, and communication with families is timely and transparent. Thank you for your time and your commitment to the students in this community. I will always be the voice for my child.
All right, we have another public comment, Amy Teal.
Hi guys, I have two things that I'm talking about tonight. One is letting students know and other parents and teachers. We are offering a scholarship to the Youth Advisory Commission Summit in Cedar Hill, Texas. A lot of cities have a Youth Advisory Commission. Whitney does not yet. If there are any students that are interested in looking into that and seeing what would be entailed, Texas Municipal League offers this once a year. It will be January 31st. From YACSummit.org. While the summit has a serious mission of educating, inspiring, and empowering, it is also built for fun. So scholarships, we're offering 3 scholarships to any student in the Whitney ISD area, homeschool, private school, or public school. Scholarships will be awarded to winning essays, and the topic for this scholarship is the Texas Open Meetings Act. So it'll be a 1,000-word essay summarizing the key points of the Texas Open Meetings Act and explaining why the act is crucial for a functioning government. I'm going to leave these over there on the shelf if anybody wants to grab one on the way out, but kind of sliding right into the Texas Open Meetings Act. As a council member, I have caught a lot of flack for not standing for the pledge. But beyond what she has talked about here as far as policies and plans, there are some very serious civil rights issues that are wrapped up in that incident. Plan or no plan, student or not student. And when we are dealing with a community that has not learned what free speech really is, then we're going to end up seeing more things like this. People should not be assaulted for not standing for the pledge, for not saying the pledge. You can talk, you can disagree, but you don't get to assault somebody over it. And when you push a narrative that saying the pledge needs to happen, it leads to more altercations like this. That kind of thinking set this paraprofessional up for a criminal action. So I'm going to urge the district and the teachers and the students to take a little bit of time and figure this out and figure out what the pledge is. When I talked to my little brother, retired Marine Corps Major, Purple Heart veteran, he was more upset that somebody was forced to stand for the pledge than that I have not been standing for the pledge. And you can find out more about her incident on the Whitney Area Voter Engagement Facebook page. BZ Watchdog has set up and posted all of the reports. Thanks.
Alright, need a motion to accept the agenda.
I'll make the motion to accept the agenda.
Ray Watson made a motion to accept the agenda presented.
Second.
Second by Jason Sneed, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Approval of minutes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Ms. Corson made the motion to approve the minutes from the board meeting in November 2025. Second by Ms. Hoffman, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously. All right, presentations.
All right, we're gonna do this a little bit differently. You'll see why here in a second. So, Ms. Martinez, if you would do your kid and then your. Now, what's the last name? Same situation.
Can I have a present? This month we are excited to recognize Reagan as our student of the month. Reagan is an exceptional example of what it means to be a Wildcat, and she demonstrates our values in everything she does. Each day she walks into school with a bright smile, a positive attitude, and a genuine eagerness to learn. Her enthusiasm is contagious, and she consistently puts forth her greatest effort. She brings warmth and joy to her classroom and sets a tone that encourages others to do their best as well. We are incredibly proud of her dedication and her leadership, and we are honored to celebrate Reagan as our student of the month.
Don't cry, please.
This month we are proud to recognize Bethany Laughlin as our Employee of the Month. Bethany consistently goes above and beyond in every aspect of her work, giving 110% to her students, her team, and our school community. She steps in wherever she's needed, supports engaging and meaningful learning experiences, and brings a positive, uplifting energy to our campus each day. Bethany has a remarkable ability to make learning both fun and impactful, creating a classroom environment where students feel excited to learn and staff enjoy collaborating. Her dedication extends far beyond her own responsibilities. She is always willing to lend a hand, support a colleague, or simply brighten someone's day with a smile, or dress-up days. She truly embodies what it means to be a committed team member and an exceptional educator. Her hard work, passion, and heart do not go unnoticed, and we are honored to celebrate her as our employee of the month.
We could have Leo below is our student of the month, and he is shy at the back and may not want to walk up here, but we are so absolutely proud of our sweet Leo. Every morning we say, be responsible, be respectful, be safe, and communicate kindly, and our sweet Leo does that every day. One of our favorite things in the office is he stops anytime he passes, wherever he's going, he stops and gives us a joke or a high five. He is known for he is always known for helping the students out. Somebody dropped something, he is the first one to pick it up. He stopped to even tell me the other day of what a friend in his class did for him. So he is just a doll and just a very much a joy at Whitney Intermediate. Classroom, and let me tell you, I knew even back then she was made to be a teacher. And so when they opened up Teach Worthy, I was so excited that she took the opportunity to do that. She has really transformed her fifth grade classroom, both physically made it a beautiful space to learn in, and also just with her caring and just so sweet to all the kids, the students. She's always willing to help her staff, co-workers, and her students. And we are so very thankful to have her in the classroom.
Okay, if I could have Coach Hightower and Emery Hill. Who has theirs? Okay. So we have, if you want to, but, Mr. Atkins couldn't be here tonight, and so Mr. Atkins, he was bound and determined to say something, so what we ended up doing, he videoed, his deal, so that's why we kind of changed it up a little bit tonight, so Mr. Atkins could do his thing. All right.
Okay, you ready?
Hit play.
Hey, this is silly Mr. Roll Atkins here. I feel like I'm 90 years old. I'm sure that I got to celebrate these two amazing people. I'm going to start with the WMS Student of the Month. Student of the Month is Miss Emery Hill. Emery always has a smile on her face and is respectful to staff and students. She's polite, energetic, and is a hard worker. Every morning she walks in and gives me a high five, and she makes Mr. Redgill and I laugh and smile. She is a great young lady. And I have some comments from her teachers. Mr. Clark says Emery consistently goes beyond the basic expectations and pushes herself to grow. She is incredibly respectful, always listens attentively, and participates thoughtfully. She models excellent behavior and makes our classroom feel safe and welcoming. Ms. Craven says Emery is a sweet, kind, and creative young lady. Her meticulous nature ensures that she gets everything just right, no matter whether it's an art project or a writing assignment or science experiment. She is a great friend and goes out of her way to help others. She works hard in class and is a model student. She jumps in to help anytime it's needed. She is often found picking up after others and sweeping my floors just because. She comes and checks on me every day and always has a hug to share. Ms. Ripley says Emery is patient and kind to other students. She is always gracious in her attitude. With others, she is self-motivated. She is steady and calm, making others feel at ease. Thank you very much, Miss Emery Hill, for being an amazing young lady. All right, now it is time for WMS Staff Member of the Month. When I came to Whitney Middle School, they told me that one of the longest tenured staff members was one of our boys' PE teachers and coaches. Mr. Hightower is the gentleman that they were talking about. I didn't know then how blessed we would be to have Coach Hightower on our campus. Dylan is the ultimate team player and fills in whenever he is needed. Coach Hightower is an amazing role model for our young men, and he strikes an amazing balance between loving on the kids and holding them accountable to ensure their success. Dylan is willing to support his colleagues and lead a positive change on our campus. We are very lucky to have him on our campus, and Mr. Hightower, on a daily basis, comes to the front office to check and see if we need anything. He fills in ARDS, and he's just a general overall support system to everybody. He's a great dad, he's a great mentor, and he's an amazing staff member. I can see why he's one of the longest tenured teachers at Whitney Middle School. Dylan, thank you for your dedication and everything that you do.
Our Whitney High School Student of the Month this month is Junior Uriel Marino. He is a phenomenal student, trombone player, and athlete. He excels in his regular and dual credit classes. He was nominated by several different staff members. They say he's dependable. He's always showing up early and helping others. He's courteous. He always has a smile on his face. He's a true leader by his actions. He's hardworking. One teacher relayed a time when she had several students gone the day before and had missed notes. And so Uriel volunteered to help him, and then the next thing you knew, Uriel was going around the room helping all the students. So she remembers that as something that stands out about Uriel. So, Uriel's Amina. Okay, and our staff member of the month is Amanda Rankin. She's my right hand, left hand brain most days. Let's be honest, she runs the school. She's the queen of spreadsheets and organized to a T. She's quick to handle any issue that pops up calmly. She's always pleasant and smiling. She also is nominated by several different staff members who had great things to say. She's prepared for whatever's thrown at her, and she's very helpful to new staff members in learning the ropes. One staff member said, she is the epitome of an amazing secretary and coworker. And they report that she's always willing to help in any way she can, even if it means putting her own immediate task on hold to help with what needs to be done. She's friendly and good at her job. Amanda Rankin.
Right now's the time, if you want to escape, it is your time to escape. So, thank you for coming. I'm not going to force you out, but it gets a little bit boring after this. Thank you all.
All right, now that Todd's cleared the room, have the JBRT audit presentation. Board.
Hello. Hi. I follow the kids. I can't compete with the kids, so now y'all just get me, the auditor. But it's nice to be here with y'all, President Deshawn, and other board members and Superintendent Southern. I will just talk a minute about why I'm an information item instead of an action item this year. As y'all may be aware, the federal government was shut down for a small amount of time, and there was guidance, audit guidance that we were supposed to receive that we have not received. And so TEA has made provisions for that delay in us receiving that guidance. So that's why tonight this is an information item. The plan is that we will come back with an action item for y'all to approve the audit. The draft that you have in your board packet is complete. We've performed procedures using a draft document of that compliance guidance that we were supposed to follow. We are in the process, now that the final's been issued, we're in the process of evaluating whether there were any changes to that and if additional procedures need to be performed. We will communicate with Tamara and we'll set up that action item for y'all in January. So, with that, I always like to remind you about responsibilities. These financial statements are the responsibility of the district's management. You engage us as the independent auditors to determine whether whether those financial statements are fairly presented in all material respects. And as I just mentioned, we did issue an opinion on the district's compliance with federal laws and regulations related to compliance with those for federal funding that the district receives. Right now, based on our procedures for the financial statements, we are proposing that we would issue a clean opinion. An unmodified opinion is what you would expect to see. It does state that the financial statements do present fairly in all material respects the financial position of the district at August 31st, 2025, and for the year that ended. I always just like to remind you that there are two significant liabilities in your government-wide financial statements related to the district's participation in TRS. And then we always want to just cover how actual results came out for the general fund as compared to the budget that was adopted by the board. As you can see, actual revenue is to the good compared to budget of about $900,000. The three main categories, local funding, state funding, and federal funding, are all positive. with the largest being in state revenue, it's about $500,000. Expenditures, were 17.9 million compared to budgeted expenditures of 18.1. That's about a 98% use of the budget, kind of what you'd expect to see. So overall, you can see, you expected excess revenues about 250,000. You're actually at $1.4 million. And then there's a slight use of a transfer out of $15,000 to the Child Nutrition Fund to cover that current year operating deficit. So for the year, we expected a balanced budget, and we've added to fund balance $1.3 million. This next slide shows the trend of your fund balance. For the last 5 years, fund balance is at $8.8 million. If you look at that as a percentage of revenue, you kind of expect to have 3 months operating reserves. The district's at 5.5 months. Strong position to be in. As part of the audit, we do review internal controls. Happy to report there were no material weaknesses in internal control. As far as compliance, we did find a finding related to compliance with competitive bid laws. Once we communicated that to district management, they've already taken action, as I'm sure you're aware, in the November board meeting to join several co-ops to help with compliance with that area. As I mentioned, we do test compliance with federal laws and regulations. This year, we tested the Child Nutrition Program, again, following the draft guidance that we received. We are in the process of comparing that to the final guidance. If there's anything else we need to do, we'll communicate with Tamara. But at the moment, based on the draft guidance, I don't expect it to change. We are able to, we're prepared to issue a unmodified opinion, again, a clean opinion that states the district did comply in all material respects with its direct and material compliance requirements for its major program this year. And we did not identify any material weaknesses in internal control or compliance. That's everything I wanted to present to you today. If anybody has questions or comments, I'll be happy to take those.
No questions? No? Thank you very much for
Thank you,
presenting all y'all's hard work. I appreciate it. All right, now we have the overview of the school first report presentation by Tamara.
Okay. So every year we get a financial integrity rating system effectiveness report. That's called the first report. It is based off of our 23-24 financial data, but it is for the 24-25 school year. This just kind of gives an overview of why we do this, and it is primary goal to improve management of school district financial resources. The objective, do y'all want me to read all of these? No? Okay. So the objective is that y'all have all of this in here. It is based off of 21 indicators. It says number 15 not scored. That is a typo. It's actually number 10. And I'm happy to report that we did receive a superior rating, an A. We scored 98 out of a possible 100 points on our first rating for this year. And these again are all of the questions that we are rated on. All of those have obviously passed. The exception number 11, that's the only 2 points that we got docked, and we got an 8 out of 10. Again, these are all on the board bill. If y'all have any questions over the questions that we're scored off of. Again, we received a superior achievement, 98 out of possible 100. It is going to be on our website. It is also on the TEA website. Required things in the superintendent's contract, which during that time was Mr. McCullough's. We do have to do some disclosures of payments made to board members. This was for whenever they went to conference. None other required disclosures to report. And that's about it. Any questions on our first report?
Tamara does an excellent job.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
I give her the nickname Careful Tamara because she always tells me so, which is probably a good thing. And so we're very fortunate. Tamara's an outstanding job managing our money.
Thank you. All right, now we have this 7A, public hearing for first report discussion.
You, Tamara.
Any questions?
All right. Targeted improvement plan for the elementary and intermediate campuses discussion. Ms. Moore.
Every year, there are different plans that we have to bring to the public in a public meeting, and this is a type of plan that has to come to the public, and so that's what we're doing tonight. In addition, you'll see at the bottom when I talk, these plans are also going to be presented to the board later tonight for approval as well. So tonight's presentation is basically the why, the how, and so forth of targeted improvement plans and what we've done to build our plans. So the targeted improvement plans are required by campuses that, in the state A through F accountability system that have an F rating. We know our intermediate and our elementary school have F ratings. This is not new news to us, but now our plan it has been created and is being presented. So the intermediate school was rated an F because of STAR. The accountability in A through F is based on STAR for elementary schools. The elementary does not have STAR, as you probably know. However, they are paired with the intermediate school and receive the same rating. And so that's why they both have to do plans. We have to come up with a school improvement strategy. That strategy has to be based on research-based strategies that will allow us within 2 school years to bring our rating up at least to a C. And so we have chosen the school improvement strategy related to intensive curriculum and instruction improvements at both campuses. The curriculum decisions have to be based on high quality instructional materials, and those are ones that are put out by the state, and we have chosen an HQIM on both campuses. Both of them will be using, or are using, the Bluebonnet Learning Map and RLA in K through 5. Can't get it out. Part of the instruction is that we use PLCs, Professional Learning Communities. And while this is not a new concept and it's not new to Whitney ISD, it's more targeted for these plans, and there are more things that we are doing. So our PLCs are organized by both grade level and content at Whitney Intermediate and Elementary. The professional learning communities, I'll just tell you quickly, those are meetings that are held, and they're not just meetings to meet, but they have plans where they really target the instruction and the student outcomes. So they are working daily and monthly on these goals, and that's what happens in a PLC, in case you don't know that. The principal, the instructional coach, and the lead teachers are the ones who facilitate those based on the type and the time frame that's going on. All teachers are required to attend these. They vary a little bit, in the plan itself, they vary a little bit by campus. The intermediate, they have internalization and student data reviews. They're covered daily in their content teams. Also, grade levels cover various targeted instructional topics on a monthly basis. Like they are meeting with the ICs, they're meeting with the principal, and they are monthly at the intermediate school. The elementary schedule is a tad bit different. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, the teachers meet with the content team, but on every Wednesday, they meet in the main group with the principal, the IC, and they have an agenda they follow every week. Part of the instruction of this material that we've chosen, the HQIM we've chosen, it asks us how many instructional days are included in your calendar. We have 156 instructional days. The curriculum is based on 165 days, so if we have fewer than that, we have to change our calendar. Therefore, we will be changing our calendar, as that's not new information, but that's the why behind it. The capacity building, we have to make sure that we are giving the training needed to make the improvements that are required of us. So therefore, we have partnered with ESC Region 12 through our VIP, it's our Vetted Improvement Program, for last year and this year. Allison Mercer is our Texas Instructional Leadership Lead, and that's another program that pairs with the VIP, where she comes in and she does monthly coaching sessions, and then we also do lots of those, not only at the campus level, but we also go to Region 12 as well for those, and you're gonna see we've done a whole lot. Over the last 2 years, these are just the main ones that we have attended and that we continue to attend. So we've done a lot of work over the last 2 years, and that will continue through the rest of this year and into next year. We also have partnered with Region 12 for the last 2 years for Strong Foundation. That should be Strong Foundation. Can't get the other word out. Okay, girls, help me. Planning. Strong Foundation Planning, sorry, there's a word missing, and Strong Foundation Implementation. So what this is them supporting us implementing those Blue Bonnet Learning math and reading materials. So we have also been partnered with them for 2 years, and that continues. We have had lots of training in this area as well. Both campuses have gone through the Arby's Aligned Instructional Framework training. We have created a vision. We have rolled that out for our campuses. In fact, this week we also, 4 of us are going Thursday and Friday to the next step in the process at Region 12, and we'll roll that out to the campuses as well. And I didn't forget that. We also have people that come in and support our teachers that are product advisors that are specific to those two, the math and reading Blue Bonnet Learning materials. They come in and train and coach our people, or say our kids, our staff. For the last 3 years, we have also hired Region 12 to come in and do behavioral coaching for our teachers at intermediate and elementary. Ashley Bramlett is the one who comes in and she works with our teachers based on needs. She does classroom management guidance, she does observation and specific targeted goals for them to work on, and then she also comes in and models and trains them. So then it asks us what tool will we use to evaluate it. We use one that is all linked to TIL. It's giving feedback, giving effective feedback, see it, name it, do it. It's a model that's a cycle where they are always having people in, watching, training, giving them directions, and then going back in and guiding them. How frequently will they have these going on? It depends on their tier. Teachers are tiered, and based on their tier, they will get observation and feedback from 1 to 4 times a month. The progress will be collected. I am the I'm the DCSI, District Coordinator in the Improvement, District Coordinator of School Improvement. Amy's the manager, the principal manager, and then of course we have our 2 principals. And so we're all a big team, and we have some others in our team where we have to go through all of this training and implement all of this. So we will all be collecting that data and reporting it. We collect it with Region 12, and we collect it here in our district as well, just ourselves. Both of the campuses had meetings on their campus to present their plan, to get feedback, and that data was used to build the plan. is it. And as I said, later tonight, the plans themselves will be presented to the board, and then y'all will approve them, hopefully. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Brent. All right, next action item is consider and take possible action to accept Jason Sneed's resignation as vice president of the school board.
I'll make a motion to accept my resignation.
Jason Sneed made the motion to accept his resignation. Second by Ms. Hoffman, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously. How my family think? Thank you, Jason.
I'll be back, appreciate it. I'm available. I'll come that way. Trading me for a great 7th grade teacher.
So, this happened so quickly, normally we give a little gift, parting gift to the board member going off, it's kinda happened so quickly, the gift didn't get in yet. So, we're asking Jason to come back in January, and we'll kinda do all the,
I'm coming to every board meeting and I'm giving public comment at every board meeting.
so this is kind of, we'll do all the pomp and circumstance for Jason in the January board meeting. Jason, do appreciate it, seriously. Really
Thank you
do.
for everything.
All right, these, next two action items, 100% my fault and my lack of communication, on this. So, we're gonna have to, table both these next ones, so.
B and C.
Yeah, B and C, but separately, so I need a motion to, table, 8B for a future date.
I make a motion that we table 8B for a future date.
Ray Watson made a motion to table 8B for a future date, seconded by Mr. Marino, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Motion is needed for 8C.
I will make a motion that we table 8C.
Ms. Corson made the motion to table 8C for a future date, seconded by Ms. Hoffman, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously. All right, thank y'all, and again, that was 100% my fault. 8D, board reorganization. So, at this time, I'd like to nominate Amy Hoffman for secretary.
I'll second that.
Okay. Seconded by Ray Watson, all in favor? Motion carries.
I'd like to nominate, or I'd like to keep Charles as president.
I'll second that.
AJ Bruno made a motion to, for Charles Alexander to be president, seconded by Ray Watson, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
Ray Watson, VP.
AJ Marino made the motion to nominate Ray Watson as vice president, seconded by Regina Heath. I didn't hear, I'm sorry. Seconded by Regina Heath, all in favor? You got your, okay. Yeah. All right, motion carries unanimously. Okay. So now, every time we have to change, and Amy can come down here and open some letters.
Move your seat. Move the house.
Perfect timing. There's a lot too.
I don't know if it's between me and y'all.
You're all right.
I don't know if this is good.
We don't know about you in the middle. Yeah, no doubt.
There's some that, this bid is for Jude.
Okay.
This bid is for all.
Okay.
Sorry, I just have to tell.
So these
Hold
are
on,
all
I
separate,
did one.
they're all these together. These are all
Yes, those
separate.
are all one bid. But you have to do them individually.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Get that voice ready.
Here we go. All right. I have a bid in the amount of $6,080 for 22-119 Greenbrier Drive, made by VB Builders LLC. I have two checks checks. One is for this.
Yeah, that's,
Fee thing,
yeah,
the fee, yeah, filing fee. So keep going on all these.
Try to keep them together.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Can't get so.
Ellen said she wants to read this.
So did y'all do that?
Are all these together?
No, they're not on here. They're
they're
all
separate
separate.
action items, aren't they?
Huh?
They're all separate action items.
Yeah,
correct?
they're all separate action
No,
items.
they're,
Sorry, she just
I
said.
think it's the
she
same
doesn't know.
people, but different. Alright, is that meet the minimum bid, yes ma'am? Alright, okay, thank you. Alright, need action item for accept that property bid.
I make a motion that we accept that property bid as stated.
Ray Watson made the motion to accept the property bid for Greenbrier Drive.
I'll second.
Seconded by Ms. Corson, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
Okay.
Alright, everyone.
Alright, we have another
One.
bid. You got it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Another bid in the amount of $3,603 for 38043 Brookside Drive, also made by DB Builders. And we have the check plus the receipt.
Alright, that represents the minimum bid, ma'am? Alright. Okay, need a motion, to accept the property bid for Brookside Drive.
I'll make a motion, we accept this.
Amy Hoffman made the motion to accept the Brookside Drive bid.
I'll second.
Seconded by AJ Marino, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, ma'am.
Next bid. Alright, this one is in the amount of $3,606 for 24072 Springwood Drive, also by BB Builders, and we have the two checks.
Need a motion for Springwood Drive.
I make a motion we accept this.
Ray Watson made a motion to accept Springwood Drive property bid, seconded by
I'll second.
Ms. Heath, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
Alright, so this is in the amount of $1,301 for 24102 Stonewood. This is by Brewer and Sons Homes LLC. And we have the check plus the filing fee,
What was the amount?
$1,301.
It does represent your bid. Yes, sir.
Alright, need a motion for Stonewood Drive property bid.
I will make a motion that we accept the bid.
Ms. Corson made the motion to accept the Stonewood Drive property bid, seconded by
I'll second.
Mr. Marino, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
This one's also by Brewer and Sons. It's for $1,001 for 27007 Stonewood Drive. We have the check plus the filing fee.
For $1,001? That represents the minimum bid. Alright, need a motion to approve the 27007 Stonewood Drive property bid.
I make the motion to accept that one, so.
Ms. Heath made the motion to accept the latest Stonewood Drive bid,
I'll second.
seconded by Ms. Corson, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
Alright, this one's also by Brewer and Sons Homes LLC for $1,701 for 27014 Stonewood Drive.
I don't have both checks. Okay, we need a motion to accept the 27014 Stonewood Drive property bid.
I'll make a motion that we accept the Stonewood bid.
Ms. Corson made the motion to accept the latest Stonewood Drive bid,
Second.
seconded by Ms. Hoffman, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
You're doing great.
You're natural, Amy.
Alright, so this is from
MADAV Investments LLC. Is a check for $2,033.82. And this is for White Bluff lot number 2986, 29 and
Section 29.
Section 29, okay, lot 86 and section 29, lot 87, so it's two lots. And they're each one $1,016.91, so that brings it to $2,033.82.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That represents the minimum bid then?
Yes, sir.
All right, need a motion, to accept the property bid for White Bluff lots 86 and 87 in section 29.
I'll make a motion that we accept the White Bluff, section 29, lot 86 and 89.
Ray Watson made a motion to accept lots 86 and
86 and
87, 86 and 87. Second by AJ Marino, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
You can read that paper, just while we're doing it.
Do what?
You can read off.
Okay, read off the paper, okay. All right, so this one is from Allison Rathmel with GGR Land LLC. It's gonna be for a total of $10,619.10. Okay, so this is all in section 29. All of these lots are for $1,016.91. So section 29, 77, 79, 93, 95, 97, 103, 106, 109, 113, and 118.
Representative Miller, all right. Need a motion to accept all that.
I make a motion to accept all those White Bluff lots in section 29 that Amy said.
Ray Watson made a motion to accept all the lots in section 29 that Amy said, from 77 through 118. Seconded by AJ Marino. All in favor?
One of the checks was short and they had to
Oh,
send a
okay.
second check.
Okay,
in,
that's what I was
so
wondering,
that's why
because
that's
it's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 That's it, those are just other things that need to be.
All of them?
Okay.
All right. Well, that was a mouthful. Thank you,
Way to
ma'am.
initiate.
Okay, here we are with 8F, consider and take possible action to approve the targeted improvement plan for the elementary and intermediate campuses, which that's what Ms. Marble just spoke to us about.
I'll make a motion to approve the targeted improvement plan for the elementary and intermediate campuses.
Ray Watson made the motion to approve the targeted improvement plans for elementary and intermediate, seconded by Ms. Hoffman.
Yes.
All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Consider and take possible action to approve a $500 retention stipend for all active employees.
This is what y'all wanted to do, and so we'll do that Friday. A little surprise, Christian Lindsley just gets out, it's all on you. There you go.
All right, need a motion for
I'll make
that?
a motion we approve a $500 retention stipend for all active employees.
Ray Watson made a motion to approve the $500 retention stipend for all active employees, seconded by
I will second.
Ms. Corson. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Consider and take possible action to approve the library book list in compliance with SB 13. Any questions or comments over this? It's just all the
Some of these y'all gotta do.
the newer things that we
Yep.
do.
I'll make a motion that we approve the November 2025 library book list.
Ms. Hoffman made the motion to approve the November 2025 library book list.
I'll second it.
Second by Ray Watson. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Consider take possible action to reject all HVAC bids and roof bids.
Okay, so carry your camera, help me remember, because this has been an ongoing issue, to say the least. So we put out bids for HVAC and roof repairs for the big hailstorm years ago, okay? So we put out the bids that some of the companies put in were not correct. And so we have to reject everything, have them redo it, and then accept new bids. Does that make sense? Okay? And then on, so y'all gotta reject what we've got. We went through a whole rigmarole with the attorney on this. So we gotta reject all the bids. Then on J, y'all gotta say, all right, go out, do competitive seal bid again. And K, because the amount of what this project is, we have to have a design build professional to do this and oversee it. Okay, so it kind of explains all those. All right. Do I have questions?
All right, need a motion for rejecting all HVAC bids?
Make a
roof
motion
bids.
that we reject all HVAC and roof bids.
Yes.
Ray Watson made a motion to reject all HVAC and roof bids. Seconded by
I will second.
Ms. Corson, all in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Consider take possible action to approve competitive seal proposals for the HVAC project and roof project. Any questions, comments? Can you just explain that? Motion?
I make a motion, we approve the competitive steel proposals for the HVAC project and roof project.
Ray Watson made a motion to approve the competitive seal proposals for HVAC project and roof project, seconded by Mr. Marino. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. All right, consider take possible action to seek a design professional to design the HVAC project. Any motion for that?
I'll make a motion that we seek a design professional to design the HVAC project.
Ms. Hoffman made the motion to seek a design professional to design the HVAC project, seconded by
I'll second it.
Mr. Ray Watson. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. All right, information items. Any questions of the administrator's report or comments or anything? No? All right. And then D, we had summary of
So
findings.
we had an issue with, the auditors came through and we had a door issue at the middle school that wasn't locked like it was supposed to be. Y'all got a copy of my Come to Jesus meeting, email to the entire staff. So I think we've got that problem fixed. So I think that'll be taken care of.
All right, superintendent's report. Any questions for the financial statements, payments of bills, tax report? Anything along those lines?
Enrollments set 14-23. Our enrollments today, we had 93.5% of our kids here on Monday. So, not too
What
bad.
was the comparison one before?
Last time was,
Right, 94?
no, it was lower.
91 maybe?
I think it was like 91, yeah. So it was better this Monday. So we'll continue doing what we did, we'll hit it again Thursday, send out a group, district-wide text, blow it up on Facebook, all that kind of stuff, and do that. One thing on correspondence, I got that email from the bus people saying, is this the person I've talked to, or the person who's in charge of doing the bus grant? I said, yes. I thought, okay, here we go. Nothing. So I'm still waiting on that. I thought that email was like, okay, here we go. And so I got the email, nothing, so we're still stuck in review. So, anyway, that's where we're at.
All right, so, no other questions or comments for that. It is now 7:01. We're going to go into closed session. Thank y'all.
Ms. Martin, have a good evening. As always. Thank you,
Oh, thank you.
Sneak out the back way.
It is not.
It is nice.
Tell you what, this thing thinks catered.
Christmas tree.
Football game, man.
Because it was like.
You got their best game. He was sent to about 30
Okay, since I'm sneaking in behind people, this stream is still live, FYI.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. Y'all have a good evening. Bill, as always, pleasure.
Okay, for all you newbies, this is the boring part of the meeting.
Ready to celebrate something?
What can I
Yes, ma'am.
Girl. It was, yeah, but I had to tie it, and I don't know if it was tied. I wanted it so big.
It should have been like that.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be better. You know, I've been like, look, I've been trying so hard to cross this chain. I gotta go get a whip No, listen, I told
Are you going over, how are you coming off that?
I'll probably go, I'll probably go
Down
like,
Lake? Okay, so you get to Cobb's, take a right, the very first, I think it's a lot now, there's the brown office buildings on the left, turn in there, go to the right, they're right there.
okay.
Can't miss it.
I was really, I told them, I said, y'all are like gonna give me something really good, right? Cause I want to be so loopy that I have to get my dad to drive me. They're like, no, we're gonna spend a moment. And I'm like, oh.
Since I've known from church or I've known because I have faith in my
Look, I know this about it. She said, we did this for fun around here.
They are so fun. Now, Letitia was one of their front girls, Wanda, she left. Her husband went into business for himself and made it. She, like whenever you talk to somebody on the phone, we talk to them all the time.
So that's going around right now.
This
I was like,
vision,
okay.
person on the side.
Don't look nothing like it.
Curly hair, blonde headed. I'm like, you should be a brunette. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, you're not at all what I'm issues. So, yeah, it's neat, but all the doctors were great. We did, I promise.
Have a good night, Amy.
Good night.
Oh!
All have fun. Yeah. You're out of here too?
Bye, Amy.
Bye.
Oh, we got your car, I think, for the day.
What are you doing in my office? she was so mad. Oh, my child, I swear.
Yeah. I told you. I take
I think she would have taken it home. Make sure she did.
Well, she said she's gonna be here tomorrow.
Or she's not. Oh, well, I didn't need to get it anyways, because, you know, Southern don't need those. She's gonna go down to where the computer is.
You're all right.
Yeah, you got a key, right? It's not a key, do you have my, obviously.
I'm gonna make sure.
Cause I didn't leave my door
It
open.
would be different than mine.
No, you haven't. You haven't messed with it.
Okay, so this is the boring part of the meeting. So I'm going to share a little bit more about this particular scholarship that I was mentioning. So this is what we're working on. Scholarships are open for the Civic Youth Advisory Commission Summit. Whitney Councilmember Amy Teal is pleased to announce 3 civics scholarship openings for high school students in the Whitney ISD area. Scholarship recipients will attend the Texas Municipal League's statewide Youth Advisory Commission Summit in Cedar Hill, Texas on Saturday, January 31st. From www.yacsummit.org. While the summit has a serious mission of educating, inspiring, and empowering, it is also built for fun. This event will push attendees to their maximum potential with skill-building workshops, inspirational speakers, multiple networking opportunities, and more. Scholarships will be awarded to winning essays. The topic for this scholarship is the Texas Open Meetings Act, educating young people about the importance of open government principles. The deadline for scholarship applications is December 31st, 2025. Scholarship applications can be picked up at the Lake Whitney Public Library or found online at tinyurl.com/YACWhitney. Transportation and meals will be provided for Saturday's schedule of events. Applications are open to all high school level students ages 14 to 19 who reside in the Whitney ISD area. Scholarships are generously provided by American Dream Industries in Whitney, Texas. And then on the back is the 2025 Civics Essay Prompt, the Texas Open Meetings Act, TOMA. Educating young people about the importance of open government principles. Deadline December 31, 2025. Maximum essay length 1,000 words. Submit completed essays and parental consent forms to amy.tealforliberty@gmail.com. Prompt. Summarize the key points of the Texas Open Meetings Act and explain why the act is crucial for a functioning government. Explain who is affected and how. Discuss the importance of the act for democracy and citizen engagement. Describe common violations and their consequences. Cover in the door. And then include A or B below in your essay. A, identify an event or issue where open government meetings helped advance the cause of justice. Explain how this government transparency made a difference in the public's understanding and how people were held accountable for their actions. B, identify a significant breach of open government meetings, penalties incurred, and how the situation was resolved. And you can find more information about this from the Office of the Attorney General. The OAG provides resources online, like a handbook, training video, AG opinions, and can answer questions about open government laws. Texas Municipal League. This organization has a handbook on the Act that can provide a deeper understanding of the Texas Open Meetings Act and the Texas statutes themselves. The actual text of the law can be found in the Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. So if you know any high school students that want to attend the Youth Advisory Commission Summit, let me know. We're happy to take 3 students up on American Dream Industries' dime and attend a day of discussions. So let me go and pull that up also. YAC summit.org. Okay, so a lot of cities have a youth advisory commission. Whitney does not yet. So this is kind of a test to see if there's anybody that's interested in doing this, if any students are interested in this. We have had student council attending both city council meetings and school board meetings. And for the record, this is open. You don't have to do the essay and go through me if you want to just attend. So if you want to register online and pay the $50 and go on up there, and you can do that. You don't have to go through me. If you want the cost and the travel covered, it's going to cost you an essay. Let me find this. So the schedule of events actually starts Friday evening. They've got, a social event. Saturday, January 31st is where we're basically focusing on. That's the main stuff. And then they actually have a Sunday event that's, wellness, meditation, nature walk, and a worship set and a group showcase about a reel or TikTok to highlight the impact their group is making. So I'm only going to go up for Saturday, but that is the bulk of all of the workshops. So we'd be leaving early Saturday morning and coming back late Saturday evening.
miss dinner?
No. Wife's gotta have the house more.
Good deal.
It was a hard to find, 60 places to have from.
Okay, BZ, sorry, I was sitting over here reading the latest crybaby hater that is mad I'm on city council. So yeah, I'm still here. This is just the boring part.
Alright, be careful driving home.
I got to, I'll be careful.
I'm not arrested. Oh, okay, I got up to check the phone. So, Michael, no, they did not appoint the new trustee. Jason did resign, but apparently there was some sort of flub on the agenda item for appointing, so they tabled that. And BZ, this comment is for you. In earlier meetings years ago, when I would have to wait through an executive session, I would be over on my laptop just playing music on YouTube or something. But then that silenced my video in multiple countries. So I don't do that anymore. This is the part that just makes me laugh. This is just a Whitney ISD board meeting, but it already has 1.6 thousand views on it.
So out of curiosity, right now, the people that are listening or following you or whatever it is, if they're not getting anything out of what the closed session was, what is talked about? Let's just out of curiosity.
So, and of course, the only reason that I record a closed door is because my focus is preserving the entire context of the meeting.
Okay.
So I record from, to make sure it's, called to order, goes into session lawfully, comes out of session lawfully, and is then adjourned. And I could just stop the stream, but then I have to deal with two videos. So I usually just leave it. And so right now, this says there's like 5 people that are watching. They're probably just letting it play on a different tab. And there's basically not a whole lot of discussion. Sometimes it varies. Some people might talk about what's going on currently. Hey, who had more information on this? This one guy asked, did they appoint the new trustee? You know, so the comment section is basically an opportunity to just catch up on whatever people are thinking about or talking about. So it's interesting. You never know what Facebook's going to throw at you.
But I mean, there people maybe just talking to each other on there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. The very first time that I did this back in January, people were freaking out in the comments because nobody had ever streamed a meeting, and especially not streamed a closed door before. This is so weird. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's okay, guys. I promise.
Yeah.
But
how this all works.
yeah, it's like, I know BZ Watchdog is on here. He's like, what happened to Amy? Did she get arrested? I'm like, no, not yet. This is a boring part of the video.
Yeah.
So. But it does give people who have never attended a meeting kind of an expectation, you know, of what goes on and how it feels.
You know, I've noticed today, like there's some people that walk in here and start the meeting, and then as soon as like it, you know, they say the pledge or whatever, it's like, and they leave. I'm like, I don't understand. I'm like,
It might not be what they were expecting, or, you know, change their mind.
yeah, so I've seen it last time I was here, and I've seen it again today. It's just like 2 or 3 people. It's just, I don't know. It's just the purpose of showing up if you're not gonna sit for it, I guess.
Or you walk in and you see that there's somebody else in the room that you don't particularly like, so you leave. That happens at a lot of political meetings, so. But yeah, this was really weird. It's at 1.6 thousand views right now on Facebook. We barely have 1.6 thousand people. Well, I mean, I guess there is like 5,000 voters or something like that in the Whitney ISD area, but they're not all watching this.
I'm sure there's some things that have happened that have occurred the past couple of weeks. I'm sure that people are interested.
Yeah.
I was kind of hopeful it'd be over, but at least they did. What other school boards do you attend?
Right now, just Whitney. Before I moved here, I was in Waxahachie, so I was mostly attending the Waxahachie school boards. I've attended other school board meetings, mostly because I network around the state with a lot of stuff. So I've been to other school boards when people ask if I can go and stream, or they're worried that they can't stream, or they just have questions, or they've never been before. So but I mean, I probably did more city meetings than school board meetings. But I mean, I focus on the taxing entities. It's the property taxes and stuff like that. So it's like here in Hill County, the Republican Party meets usually on the first Monday of the month, and so it's like my husband will go to the Republican Party meetings and I come here. The GOP is not levying a tax. So policy for me will trump, the party activities. But I did a lot of state legislature meetings. I'll do commissioner court meetings. I streamed the elections commission meeting earlier last week. And Saturday I was in Austin streaming the state Republican Executive Committee meeting. So that it's interesting to see all the different things that happen and how people do different handle decorum in different issues. Yeah, it can be downright boring to the state party chair told one of the SREC guys that he could shut up or get the hell out. It's like, okay. Yeah.
How long were you in Waxahachie for?
I was in Waxahachie from 2015 to 2025, 2024-ish. Yeah, I think like August of 2024 is when I formally moved down here. This is my last Coke though, so we better hurry up. Justin Tucker. It varies. In a regular meeting, executive session is generally only for consulting with the attorney. Here in Whitney ISD, they use it as dinner time. They will order dinner from the cafeteria and sit back there and eat it and chat. It's probably legally an abuse of the executive session, but I'm not particularly inclined to lodge any serious complaints. So it could be, 20 minutes or an hour here.
Is that posting the comments, or is that something that he hears you live? Do they hear you live when you're saying that?
Yeah.
I figured it was like maybe like a thread that you go back and read it or something.
Yeah, sometimes I'll type in a comment or a response, and sometimes I'll just yell into the camera.
Let's hope. I'm ready to go to the house.
you later on that one, aren't you?
I guess so, right here.
Here. That's all you got there.
Damn, we got
Pull down, okay? Pull down, you know, I guess it's.
Just got a rough first go,
Here we go.
Secretary.
All right, it is Monday, December 8th, 8:35 PM. We are now back in open session.
I make a motion to approve the hire of Deborah Bradley and Katie Smith.
Ray Watson made the motion to approve the hire of Deborah Bradley and Katie Smith, seconded by
I'll second.
AJ Marino. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Ray Watson made the motion to adjourn,
I'll second.
seconded by Regina Heath. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. It is now 8:36, Monday, December 8th.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Everybody sign the card?
So now the meeting is officially over. Merry Christmas. And finishing.